Hi guys, hello, welcome to Lighthouse Intuitive Tarot. My name's Julie. Thank you so much for being here and joining me today. Today's reading will be for February the 18th, and that's Saturday, February the 18th, 2023. However, should you find this reading at another time, it's very possible that the energies that are pulled here today might be relevant to your day, whenever that is. Energy is very fluid, and certainly the time that the message finds you is most likely when it's going to be right to find you. Okay? On that note, thanks again for being here. Liking, sharing, and subscribing really does help make it possible for me to continue creating the channel content and pulling these dailies, because it helps to grow the community. So thank you very much. If you feel inspired to do so, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe. First things first, let's grab an oracle. Today I'm using the Starseed Oracle. It's a Rebecca Campbell deck. The gorgeous artwork is by Danielle Noel. And I find that these decks resonate really well for me as a reader. The imagery is something that I very much identify with, so I find I get a lot of intuitive messaging out of the imagery. I always pre-shuffle the decks prior to the daily energy readings, and so I don't spend as much time on camera just doing the shuffling. I don't know if you prefer to have, okay, actually I've got a few here. They're saying definitely the top one, but both preferably. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, there's just two. Okay, good. All right, and so it is. Let's see what we've got here. So, deep cellular healing is the first message, and the great severing. Wow. Really beautiful energies. I'll give you a shot of those so that you can see both of the cards and the keywords below. I'm going to take them back now and read what they say. So the deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. All right, so we're going to read from the book on that. I'm going to find it, so just bear with me. Deep cellular healing. I love that message. Let's see here. Deep cellular healing. All right. I'm going to bring that up for you to get a closer look. Here we are. Your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Physical and emotional disharmony can be a reflection of how the world, both inner and outer, has been out of alignment. If you're suffering from a mystery or chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today, it's difficult to navigate our health. If this card has made its way to you, you're being called to focus on your health in practical ways, to prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body, to give yourself the grounding and care that you need, to put your body first, to nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby, to treat yourself with tender care. You may be called to switch things up with your body or your emotional well-being. To call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating any challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have mastered deep cellular and emotional healing. They want you to know that it's possible to feel vibrant in your body and well in your skin. To have your cells return to effervescence and vitality. To find calmness and contentedness. To have a soothed nervous system and a tranquil heart. Beautiful. Let's take a big deep breath around that. That message is so very powerful. let the truth of that drop right in. So I've spent many years as a yoga teacher as well. And I'm going to bring this up because I feel that there is relevance in it, in mentioning that. You know, breath work in yogic practice is a very powerful way to tune into this inherent state that the book was talking about of our body's ability to heal itself. There's enormous power in consciously using your consciousness, your will, and your intention, putting your belief into that and aligning that with your breath, stretching your breath out as long on your inhale as you can bring in, sending it into places you didn't even consciously realize you had within you, and then extending your exhale as deliberately, allowing the air that you brought in to flush through those deep dark crevices that I was just mentioning, and allowing the exiting air to bring with it all that which no longer serves. Everything that your body recognizes in its sacredness that it no longer needs, and that it no longer, that whatever is there no longer serves, and releasing that with consciousness and with intention. Literally flushing. The other action that this very deep breath takes within your body is it engages your heart on a different level, which is your pumping mechanism in your circulation. And it also engages your diaphragm on a different level, also a pressure pump within your body. And where I'm going with that is that also helps to activate both your circulation, your circulatory system, which is a system designed to carry oxygen through your body, but also to eliminate and flush through your body and to get rid of, again, that which you no longer need, that which is just taking up space and doesn't belong. As well, it triggers your lymphatic system. And the lymphatic system is very specifically designed to flush out toxins within your body as well. These two circulatory systems within our beings can become clogged like any pipe can. And deep breath work is incredibly beneficial to self-healing. Deep breath work is also the starting pathway to learning about meditation and feeling a sense of success in connecting with meditation. Often people will describe that they can't find the stillness to sink into meditation the way that they would like to. I've had that told to me many, many times. Of course, that's the product of a restless mind typically, but that can also manifest in the body, the restlessness. Breath and more breath, and placing attention on breath. I have found in my personal experience, both as a yoga teacher and as a human being, to be the way to connect to that. So I really offer you that with lots of love in my heart as a starting point for your own healing work, because I think you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. Second energy here today, the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, and softening to love and trusting. Let's see how these two tie together. The great severing, I will read that for you. I feel intuitively already this is going to be a little longer reading for us for this weekend energy of February the 18th, 19th. I hope you've got the time to spare. As I say, you're all always most welcome here, and I thank you for your time and attention. This is a shadow card, one that may even feel confrontational. Don't be afraid. It's here to bring to the surface anything that's standing in the way of you letting love in. The warning planet of Mars is our constant reminder that it's important to soften, forgive, and find our way back to love. There are many things in the human experience that make it difficult for our heart and soul to stay open to the never-ending source of love. We're all wounded, and our unconscious wounds inflict wounds on others. It can feel like a never-ending dance that we can never quite escape. If we aren't careful, before long we'll see the world as a scary, dangerous place where fear and anxiety roam free. If this card surfaces, it could be for two reasons. Firstly, for you to acknowledge the difficult emotions, situations, conflicts, wounds, and fears that are causing you pain and anxiety. And secondly, for you to find your way back to love. When we're hurt, it's normal to close off our heart to the world, to let the painful experience confirm the agony of separation in this earthly life. Soften and find your way back to love anyway. When fear, anxiety, and paranoia paralyze you, it's normal to want to hide away from others and the whole world. Come out of your cave and soften your heart anyway. We're all innocent children spinning our way around the world. Find a way to see the innocence in all people, especially in yourself. Woo-wee! Another really big message. What a beautiful card. What a beautiful energy. So yeah, this card, like any other card in an oracle deck or in a tarot deck, they're never ever meant to scare or to be an ominous omen of something negative going on in the energies or in life in general. You know, the fact and the reality is just that we are experiencing a duality, right? So there is what we call positive and there is what we call negative. There is what we call good, there is what we call bad. You know, there is what we call love, there is what we call hate. But the real truth behind all of it is that we're just experiencing material form, and so therefore we're experiencing segregation, duality, and disconnection from source. Finding the depths inside of yourself that need some attention is the most courageous act of love that you could ever undertake as a spiritual being having a human experience. And this card ties so beautifully into our other card, the deep cellular healing, and everything that I felt that I should speak about regarding breath work. It's an invitation to really clear out the clutter within self. That notion that as within, so without becomes so relevant with these two cards. And it's spirit, it's your higher self, it's our guidance source saying, listen, you know, we all have those spaces that are neglected within us. And the invitation now is to recognize that those places might even be making you feel ill. They might even be, and likely are, the things that are really genuinely contributing to states of unwellness within your body. And these states of unwellness manifest, right, in a physical form, in the form of illnesses, blockages, emotional upset, anxieties, fears, mental imbalances, etc. So I'm in no way a doctor, you know, and of course that's a disclaimer. That's very, very important. My intention with the channel is to just offer some guidance, love, and light with these cards and with our daily thoughts on what these cards can mean for us in the collective. So, you know, without ignoring, of course, the things that could be going on within your body that really do genuinely require professional medical help, or psychiatric help, I do very, very strongly recommend that taking up a beautiful breath practice and welcoming the notion of meditation into your personal daily practice and daily life could prove transformative. It has for me. And I'm a human just like you, right? We're all exactly the same thing, really. So it's a wonderful invitation to recognize our power, to recognize the way that this whole system works, both our bodies and our energy. You know, the way that energy becomes manifest within our material selves, and the way that we actually have an enormous amount of power to change the energy and to change the flow of the way it moves within us, and to embrace that power as a method of self-healing. Gorgeous messages so far. Let's grab ourselves a tarot. This is called the Shadowscapes Tarot deck, and it is by Stephanie Freeman-Law. It's a newer deck for me. I'm enjoying it so far. I find, again, the imagery is really beautiful. It's got a really elemental and fantasy sort of context to it that I love so very much. Connection to spirit world, the natural world, as well as very embodied within this deck. Earth spirits, animal spirits, etc. So fairy spirits. Anything for the weekend of February 18th, 19th. What would you like to show us here today? What do we need to... There's our card. Oh, how gorgeous. The Fool. Oh, the Fool energy. This is the 0 card. This is the point of departure. This is the very first card in the deck of the tarot, of the major arcana. This carries so much spiritual energy in it, and it is the card of new beginnings, the card of embracing change. Do you see how this figure is about to step off with no fear? There's no looking down, there's just looking ahead. The heart space is wide open. The arms are rejoicing, taking in the energies, feeling the wind move through the hair, around the limbs, through the garment. Feeling very vital, very alive, very connected to spirit, supported despite what her senses, this looks like a female to me, although gender is not important, are telling. You know, there isn't really a whole lot of structure around this individual, but this individual is going to step anyway because the trust is there. The inherent belief in their own ability to carve a path forward and to embrace a new dawn, a new day. Gorgeous energy. To close, let's grab ourselves a crystal mandala. Our daily mandala for meditation with Ascended Master or Angel Goddess thoughts, gods and goddess thoughts. Whoop, there it goes. Down in my lap. Wow, we had this card just the other day, and it's back for us with another message to tune back in. This is the Goddess Bastet and the Cat's Eye with sacred pleasure. I'm going to read it for you. I melt into sacred pleasure, taking delight in the sweetness of life and the sensuality of my embodiment. Oh, it connects really well, you guys. I am a divine soul grounded in the temple of enlightenment that is my body. My joy is an offering of gratitude to the universe, which attracts greater blessings that I can share freely with the world, triggering a collective awakening into grace. I invite the divine to sweeten my life for the greater good of all beings. Amazing. Thank you, Goddess Bastet, for that gorgeous message. And on that note, take the time to love yourself. Take the time to heal yourself and be blessed. Thank you for joining me here today. Namaste.